मैडम स्टार्ट करना है क्या?
हाँ, I think we can start the introduction. You can introduce. आप कर दीजिए, introduce कर दीजिए मैडम को.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon, all participants. Myself, Dr. Balasaheb Shendge. I am here to introduce today's resource person. Today we have Professor Anjana Bhattachyarya, madam, Professor, Department of Psychology, Tripura University, Central University, Tripura, India. Madam has completed her graduation from MBB College, Agartala, Tripura in 1998. She achieved gold medal for scoring highest marks in psychology honors. She completed her MA in applied psychology in the year of 2000 from the University of Calcutta and awarded PhD in applied psychology from the same university in 2006. She is the recipient of Indrani Banerjee Memorial Award, Rajobala Suresh Chandra Nandi Award, and Sri Satpal Malhotra Memorial Award for her academic and research performance. She has 18 years teaching and research experience. She had 2 books, 10 book chapters, and more than 100 research articles published in different national and international journals. 8 research scholars had been awarded PhD degree under her supervision. She had presented more than 80 scientific papers in different national as well as international seminars, conferences, and delivered more than 120 invited lectures in different seminar workshops, webinar, and visited Thailand, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Vietnam, and Nepal for either paper presentation or invited lecture. She is a member of various national as well as international associations in different capacities, and her present area of research are mental health, adolescents and youth, young adults, mental health of women and aged, prevention of drug, internet addiction, and suicide prevention. On the behalf of all participants and UGC MMTC Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, I will welcome ma'am to for this session. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. I request ma'am to start the session.
Am I audible and visible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Good afternoon, all. I'm extremely sorry I've been late for the 20 minutes because I was stuck with another program which was conducted at Tripura. And the governor was the chief guest of the program. So you can understand that we need to maintain this protocol. So until unless the program was over, I was unable to come. Although I knew that I had a program over here, but it was actually an awareness program on drug addiction, and it started at 11 o'clock, and it was, taking much time. सो मैं सॉरी दिल से सॉरी मांगती हूँ क्योंकि आई एम लेट, आप लोगों को वेट करना पड़ा. फॉर दैट आई एम एक्सट्रीमली सॉरी, माय सिंसियर अपॉलॉजी. एंड without further wasting time, let us start. Thank you for waiting for me, and I express my sincere thanks to Madam Apurna Madam, who remembered me and giving this opportunity to at least meet you online in this online platform and share my ideas with you. I'm basically from Department of Psychology. So whatever I'll tell, whatever I'll discuss, it will be a little bit of, you can say that psychology inclined, discussions will be there. आप लोगों का तो आज लास्ट है. Which language is comfortable, English or Hindi?
Both, ma'am. You can go with both the languages.
Fine. मेरा हिंदी इतना अच्छा नहीं है, but I'll try to speak a little bit. The topic which I have selected to discuss with you, to share my ideas, my colleagues, you are all working in the field of higher education. So this is my only, I'm just sharing my ideas about personal emotional development of students and the role of teachers as counselor, because now new education policy is talking about skill development, new education policy is talking about all-round development. Not only new education policy, I think earlier also we were talking about overall all-round development of the students. And now we, as a teacher, we used to play a role of counselor also. And then in my deliberation, I'll try to highlight on personal social development, different types of students which we encounter into our day-to-day teaching learning process, and what we as a teacher can play a role as a counselor for the higher education, for the higher education system. So basically हम लोग किसको लेके deal करते हैं? The youngsters, those who comes to the college, that means 18 after 18 years, 19, 20 years, and those who comes to the university after completing their graduation. So basically we deal with young, energetic mind, right? And just a second, what happened? Okay. So basically, when we talk about personal development, let me first talk about personal development, and let us make it a little bit interactive. I think today is the last session. You are end of this program. So let us make it a little bit of interactive. So can anybody tell me what actually we mean by the term personal development? Please, anyone, please just volunteer and just respond. Anybody? What we understand by the term personal development? Anything?
Ma'am, can I just respond to this?
Yeah, please, ma'am, go ahead.
Yeah, ma'am, it is something, it implies as the overall development of a person that engulfs many other parameters also that can be taken into consideration. This is
Right.
what from my end.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. And as you have said that there are different parameters, and this in this picture we can say that there are various parameters, as you rightly pointed out, starting from self-awareness to self-knowledge, talents, potentials, quality of life, my dreams, my aspirations, as well as my weaknesses also. So when I talk about personal development, it's a basically dynamic process. It's a lifelong process, and through this process, basically what we'll do, we will try to acquire new skills, we'll try to acquire new qualities so that we can maximize our potential. So हम लोग जब पढ़ाई में बच्चों को help करते हैं, so this is not only our motto as a teacher just to teach them subjects, but rather we basically want our students be an efficient person in dealing with the crisis of his or her life. So that is the overall motto of education, to make a holistic development of the children, you can say that of the children or students. So when we talk about personal development, as ma'am has rightly pointed out, there are different parameters, there are different domains. So what are those domains? Physical development, emotional development, social development, spiritual development, and obviously psychological or mental development. So these are the different domains of development. So physical, social, we all know. So let me just little bit discuss about emotional development and why we talk about emotional intelligence. Not only intelligence of the students in the classroom, but also emotional intelligence, because emotional intelligence is basically that component which basically helps a person to deal with his or her emotions, to understand his or her emotion, to understand what is going on into his or her life, to recognize feelings of himself, and most importantly to understand and recognize feelings of others, which is also very important to maintain a social life, to maintain a proper relationship. So when we talk about emotional intelligence, nowadays we psychologists are giving more focus on emotional intelligence, because it has been found that in different research work, although a student may be intellectually very high, maybe intellectually above average, the student's IQ level is above average, but because of low emotional intelligence, student is having different type of adjustment issues, relationship issues, and so on. So emotional intelligence basically that capacity which makes a people aware about his or her emotion, aware about other people's emotion, make a person unable to deal with his or her emotion in a proper way, decision to make a proper decision, and also thus helps him or her to develop proper social skill. So emotional intelligence is something, some component of you can say the development or the domain of an individual, which is important for his psychological, social, spiritual, overall development, even physical development also. Because in one or other way, if I am not able to control my emotion, maybe I said, maybe I'll be aggressive, and maybe I'll not take food properly because of my turbulence into the emotional levels. So in that sense, it is linked to physical development also. So this is very important, and we need to understand that emotionality. So my focus will be the understanding the emotionality of the students and how we can help them to develop life skills. And when we talk about life skills, we know that there are different forms of skills, right? Interpersonal skills. That means my relationship with you. Suppose you are my colleagues. Suppose here 80 colleagues are there, 80 teachers we are assembled here. So my relationship with you is my interpersonal relationship. What is interpersonal skills? And can anybody please just volunteer? What is interpersonal skill? Okay, why this is important?
Ma'am, I would like to put into
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
please, please.
Ma'am, this is something, a skill set that a person should possess, and that too in between the peer groups, whether it is the university or an office, somewhere the communication that basically happens, that is something that goes with this interpersonal relationship or interpersonal skill management.
So you are meaning that interpersonal skill means again the person to person relationship, or yeah.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Uh,
Yes, ma'am,
मेरा
you were
खुद
saying
का
something.
Anybody else, please? Anybody else?
Ma'am, it is more about how we interact with others.
I'm talking about intrapersonal, not
Oh,
interpersonal.
okay, intrapersonal.
The second wala, this one. Sir, anybody? I heard some male voice. Sir, please go ahead.
Ma'am, interpersonal skill is how you treat yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Intrapersonal means how I am dealing with my own self, how I am dealing with my own emotions, my own conflicts, my own stress, my own anger, my own you can say that anxiety. So these are the skills which basically helps a person to deal with his inner self, to deal with the crisis, stress, and the inner turbulence, not with my relationship with you all or somebody else. It's my relation with myself. So intra means this is very important. Sometimes we become very good with interacting with others, but when it comes to interacting with self, we become maybe helpless. So interpersonal skill is also very important, which helps a person to know himself or herself, which we psychologists call as knowing thyself. Means how well I know myself. It's also very important skill. Then comes for performance and efficacy. That also very important skill. Career development. We teachers help the students not only their interpersonal skill, help them to understand their you can say that strengths and weaknesses, helps them to become more efficient. Career development. Maybe we help them, and we help them in personal adjustment and social relations. So in that way, the teachers basically plays, we the teachers plays a role not only in classroom teaching learning session, or our role is not merely completing the syllabus. Rather, we basically we can say that हम लोग ना बच्चों के दिमाग में एक छाप रह देते हैं, एक ट्रेस रखते हैं, like we keep them trace on their mind, and actually we motivate them, or we inspire them also to pursue their dreams. So in that way, the teacher basically helps the developing different types of skills among the students. Now the question is that why the education is dealing with dealing with in the higher education system should talk about personal emotional development, should talk about how we can help students. क्यों जानना चाहिए? Because हमारे पास जो students आते हैं ना, they are different form, they are different from each other. एक के साथ एक का कोई link नहीं होता है. Like I mean to say that they are all different and in various various aspects they are different. I'm sorry. I'd like to request everyone, please mute your your microphone. It's a request to mute your microphone, please.
Ma'am, it is roll number 57 talking. I will just call him and tell him, ma'am.
Acha, okay.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Because we have some students who are basically problem creators into your day-to-day life, into your day-to-day teaching. You may find some students will complain you, मेरी जिंदगी में ये है मैम, मेरी जिंदगी में ये है मैम, and they will give you a lots of issues and complaints. But basically, they don't understand the problems lies with them. See, sound नहीं आ रहा ना? ओहो, sound नहीं आ रहा है?
No, ma'am, the audio is not working, it seems.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have kept the full volume, but I don't know.
वॉल्यूम आ रहा है आपका, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
नहीं, वो वीडियो का वॉल्यूम में चाह रही थी सर. इसका वॉल्यूम नहीं आने से इसका मजा ही नहीं आएगा वीडियो का.
नहीं आ रहा है. आपका वॉल्यूम फुल है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है.
सर ये वीडियो का वॉल्यूम मैम इज स्पीकिंग
वीडियो
ऑल
का
अबाउट जो
वॉल्यूम नहीं
आपका
आ रहा
स्क्रीन
है
में
ना
दिखाई
सर.
दे रहा है.
वीडियो का वॉल्यूम नहीं आ रहा है.
हाँ, वीडियो का नहीं आ रहा है.
हाँ
अच्छा, मैं
वही
इसको
मैम वही
कैसे
बोल रही
मिनिमाइज
है.
कर सकती हूँ? कैन आई मिनिमाइज? हाँ, लेट मी जस्ट चेक मेरे लैपटॉप का. अरे मैं फिर वहां पे चले गए. जस्ट सेक. Audio is off. So might be because of this. नहीं, अभी भी नहीं आ रहा है. नहीं आ रहा है. Something is missing. Anyway, I'm sorry, but बहुत सारा ऐसे वीडियोस है उसका साउंड नहीं आने से कोई इम्पैक्ट ही नहीं रहेगा. Anyways, I am unable to do this. Just a second. Let me try once more. तो कैसे कर सकते हैं? ऑफ करने से तो पूरा ऑफ हो जाएगा. नहीं होगा. Can anybody help me how to do this? नहीं हो रहा है. माइट बी मेरा लैपटॉप का साउंड का कुछ हुआ है. नो, नहीं हो रहा है. ठीक है, चलिए देखते हैं. ओहो. Anyways, जैसे कि this child is not able to understand that he is basically a problem creator. So when often the students will complain that in the life they have lots of problems, but actually they are the problem creators. So as a teachers, we just need to help them that they are basically problems creator. जैसे बच्चा भीग रहा है, उसको ये कंप्लेन है कि मैं क्यों भीग रहा हूँ. अरे भाई, आप इसलिए भीग रहे हो क्योंकि पाइप आपके हाथ में पकड़ा हुआ ना. Until unless you leave the water pipe, you will not solve the problem. So this is very important. This is one. Sometimes we find some students who unnecessarily think that there are lots of problem in their life. Actually, there is no problem, but they feel that the problem exists in their life. See, without any reason, she's jumping. So There are different types of children, like students in our life, who basically thinks that their life is full of problems. There are some students who are overthinker. ये वीडियो मूव हो रहा है ना, मूवमेंट तो दिखाई दे रहा है, राइट?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
साउंड नहीं आ रहा है. सो इसको देख के क्या लगा आपको? ओवरथिंक मैंने क्यों दिखाया ये वाला कि ओवरथिंक है. सम स्टूडेंट्स आर वेरी मच ओवरथिंकर. दे थिंक सो मच, वेरी मच. इसमें क्या है, पिक्चर में देख के क्या लग रहा है?
The water does not have depth, but he still thinks that he is not safe.
उसको लग रहा है कि he will drown because there is a danger, but ultimately there is nothing. So this is an example of overthinking. So often we come across with some students who are basically very overthinker. Some students are very much, you can say, they have lots of procrastination. इट्स रिटन इन बांग्ला कि पढ़ाई लिखाई कुछ नहीं करेंगे, क्लास में ऐसे अगर बैठे पास कर जाता तो बहुत अच्छा होता, और बिना कुछ किया अगर ऐसे लेटे लेटे अगर मुझे नौकरी वगैरह मिल जाता तो बहुत अच्छा होता. That means procrastination behavior and over daydreaming that I'll not do anything, but पढ़ाई नहीं करके भी without any study if I can get qualified into the exam, and without any hard work if I get a job. So there are some students who basically fall into this category कि उनको कुछ नहीं करना है, but they expect that everything goes with according to their wish, right? Some are very you can say that they are daydreamer. They can dream anything, they can imagine anything कि बाहर से कोई ऐसे फ्लाइट आएगा और उन लोगों का जो लाइफ का जो प्रॉब्लम्स है, हार्डल्स है, सब कुछ सॉल्व हो जाएगा. So there are some students who think like that also. And there are some students who have lots of expectation. They think that they can dance like Hrithik Roshan. They have, overconfidence. They have this, high expectation. They have no reality orientation. कि क्या होता है, exactly क्या होता है, कैसे होता है, वो reality उनको लोगों का नहीं है. Expectation high है, but actually reality से बहुत दूर है. आप लोग मुझसे agree करोगे, बहुत सारा student ऐसे हैं जो एग्जाम पेपर में कुछ नहीं लिखेंगे, बट अगर कुछ खराब हुआ रिजल्ट तो आके पूछेंगे मैम क्यों हुआ है, आई हैव रिटन एवरीथिंग, देन आल्सो व्हाई यू हैव नॉट गिवन मार्क्स. अरे भाई आप कैसे मार्क्स दोगे? आपने बोला कि व्हाट इज योर नेम, एंड somebody has answered कि व्हाट इज द नेम ऑफ माय फादर. So you need to give answer according to the question. आपको कुछ जो भी आता है वो आप लिख दे तो कॉपी में, वो तो नहीं होगा ना. So there are some students, some category of students who are basically far away from the reality, but they expect that everything will happen according to their wish. Now come to the next. Some students, we find that in our classroom they have difficulty in concentrations. Somebody is having issue of different disorders like eating disorder. Somebody feels that they are feeling betrayed and violated. Yesterday, while doing counseling to one of our students, we have a counseling in our department, counseling center. So yesterday, there was two counselors who came for counseling sessions. Among them, one was telling कि मैंने पढ़ाई नहीं कर सकती हूँ मैम. Then I asked what happened, why, what is the issue? Like his main concern was that he is not able to concentrate, and because of that his performance is getting worse day by day. When I inquired कि क्या हुआ, क्यों है, then he was telling, अरे मैम मेरा पापा घर में एक बिजनेस है छोटा सा, that is a grocery shop, and often when I study my father used to say that now you go to the shop and take care of that. Suppose at 9 o'clock I am studying and he said, okay, go and shut down the shop. I feel so irritated, I cannot concentrate. So, the feels that they are being, they are not getting support. I'm just giving an example. कि ऐसा लगता है कि इसकी वजह से मेरा पढ़ाई नहीं होता. So when I asked it, how often your father asks you to at 9 o'clock go and, close the shop? He said maybe one or twice, maybe one or twice in a week, hardly once or twice in a week. Then what is what is the scenario of other days? Why don't you study? So they are, as I said, that somebody are not understanding the reality. They think that they are being betrayed, they are being not properly taken care of by their parents. Some students feel very angry and violent towards others, feeling powerless, loss of confidence and self-esteem is there. Again, another example. Yesterday, another students when he was telling the same thing. It was related their examination marks only. So he was telling, I have extreme fear, ma'am. Although I studied very well, he's a good student. He's a very good student, sincere, comes timely to the class and everything. But he was telling, I know everything, I prepare everything, but I have a hidden, anxiety, extreme anxiety during the examination hall. What happened, I don't know. When I just see the paper, it seems that everything is wiped out from my mind, and it become very difficult for me to bring back all those memories and to write the things. And even while I'm writing smoothly, if a single line I forget, then it become mess. So different types of students. So this is an example I have just given to you. Some students, they just lost trust to people. Some students has problems with intimacy, withdrawal and isolation is there. Some students are very restless. In our department we have a student. She's very restless most of the time, and very much this internet addict also. All the time, most of the time, I have noticed during my class hour, and when I used to talk with my other colleagues also regarding her this type of behavior, everybody noticed, and everybody said that even after repeated warning, she is always in her mobile in the class. So most of the time when I enter into the class, I particularly tell these students, keep your phone inside. And then if you can't keep your phone inside, then please don't come to my class, because this is disturbing myself and your everybody who is present. So initially she listened, and whenever I'm distracting and doing some other works involving to other students, immediately she picks up her phone from the decks, inside the decks, and starts seeing it. So there are different forms of students. Some students are very obedient, while there are some students who are very restless, very much unattentive into the classroom. Some students who are very anxious in nature will say that what will happen, you don't know. They are very anxious prone students are there. Some students are very much casual. They are very casual towards their life. जो होगा देखा जाएगा, जो होगा देखा जाएगा. हम अभी है मैम, अभी कुछ चिंता नहीं करेंगे एग्जाम से पहले. उनको अगर आप पूछो व्हाट इज योर प्लानिंग रिगार्डिंग एग्जाम, वो बाद में ना मैम अभी भी बहुत देर है. चिल मैम, चिल, डोंट वरी. So they are the students who will make yourself feel that you are a test person, something like that. They are so chill, but as a teacher, you are telling that, Are, what is your planning? So different forms of students, and some students are definitely they are using drugs and alcohol. We often found students who are indulged into addictive substances. So, and there are students who are different in their mental health also. So what is mental health? Basically, mental health is not simply not about absence of mental illness. As per WHO guideline, mental health means and well-being of a person who is able to control his or her life, who can do his or her work properly. That means a productive life, and make contribution to his or her community. So it's not only simply I don't have disease means I am mentally sound. No, it has certain other parameters also to be diagnosed or to be treated as mentally healthy person. Now, please, anybody tell me what are the problems you face, mental health issues you face while dealing with the students in your institution? One or two, please. Anybody, as a teacher, what you have faced in your institution?
हेलो मैम.
हाँ, प्लीज.
अगर बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे होते हैं कि उनका कुछ फैमिली इशू होता है और उस वजह से वो क्लास में बिल्कुल भी कंसंट्रेट नहीं कर पाते हैं, तो सब में पहले तो उनको क्लास में तो नहीं मगर अलग से लेकर जो है उन लोगों को वो पूछना पड़ता है कि क्या प्रॉब्लम है आपका. फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस था, अभी नहीं आ रहा है, तो उसके कारण ढूंढने पड़ते हैं और कारण ढूंढने के बाद में जो है उसको क्लास में इन्वॉल्व करना होता है ताकि वो कंटिन्यू जो है उसका रिजल्ट अच्छे से आ पाए. और उस तरह से जब होता है फिर उसको रिमीडियल टीचिंग देने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती. सिर्फ एक बार अगर हम उसको पीयर ग्रुप से अलग करके हम लेते हैं तो उसका परफॉर्मेंस और फिर अच्छा बढ़ता हुआ दिखाई देता है, और वो हम पर ट्रस्ट करने लगता है, विश्वास करने लगता है कि कोई तो हमें सुनने वाला है, और जिसको हम बिना झिझक के जो है बात बता सकते हैं। तो इस वजह से फिर उसकी शेयरिंग बढ़ती जाती है, और इस तरह से जो है वो उस स्ट्रेस में से या फिर जो भी उसका फियरनेस है उसमें से वो निकलता है, और फिर से जो है एक अच्छा स्टूडेंट बनने का प्रयास करता है। तो ये करना हम लोगों का काम हो जाता है एज अ टीचर एंड पेरेंट एंड, जैसे कि हम कहेंगे हम फैसिलिटेटर का काम कर रहे हैं, तो ये करना जरूरी है। थैंक यू।
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, your subject, which discipline you belongs to?
What, ma'am? I am belongs to Department of Education, and
Department.
I'm working at MGM University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar.
Okay, okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So basically, what you have seen in the students for which you basically counseling the student, poor performance into the class, or poor attendance, or any other absenteeism, or maybe उसका जो क्लास में जैसे वो व्यवहार पहले करते थे वो भी नहीं कर रहा है, ऐसा कुछ आपने देखा होगा।
हाँ हाँ हाँ,
उससे
सेम
पता
सेम।
चलता है। राइट राइट। एनीबडी एल्स प्लीज? मैम ने बहुत बढ़िया बोला। प्लीज एनीबडी एल्स? Dr. Sharika, can you tell something? Dr. Sharika Jadhav, ma'am, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
So, ma'am, what
So
type
there are,
of problem as a teacher you face when dealing with the students?
yeah, ma'am. Yeah, so they are facing various problems as well as mental health challenges, like academic stress they are facing, then anxiety, डिप्रेशन भी है मैडम बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स में, पीयर प्रेशर रहता है when they are working on a particular project with peer team, that I have seen because I teach BTech students. And so my role in that case is to create positive and like inclusive learning environment, and I always try to do that. So for that we have mentor mentee scheme. Under that scheme,
Yes.
we conduct meetings, one-to-one meeting with students, and we try to resolve problem. But we family related issues है, कुछ like anxiety वगैरह students में होते, that problems I am facing
मैम
in
आप
in my
कभी आप तो टेक्निकल सब्जेक्ट में है, तो डिड यू फेस
yes ma'am.
relocation anxiety or separation anxiety among students?
Yes ma'am. बिकॉज इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी प्रोजेक्ट पे भी हम वर्क करते हैं, तो अदर डिपार्टमेंट के भी स्टूडेंट्स है, तो वही सेम काइंड ऑफ इश्यूज आई एम फेसिंग.
Do you face any? Do you have any students outside the state or outside the your
Yes, we have. Even from Kolkata, we have
even
various
from
students.
Kolkata? So from those students who are basically shifted from their own hometown to other, this relocation anxiety or separation
Yes, ma'am.
anxiety generally we found among those students, those who
Yeah,
are
yes,
basically
ma'am.
relocate from their hometown. Apart
Yes,
from
ma'am.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you. You have rightly pointed out. Madam also said depression, stress, loneliness, anger, loss, and grief is there. Anything else? Anybody?
Thank you, ma'am.
Nitin sir, would you like to say something? Anybody? Okay.
Madam, in recent time, I have seen
Ha.
students are more aloof than earlier because they are not creating more friends and they are more lonely.
Yes.
So I have talked to many students and I have counseled for the same, that they don't share like we used to share among the friends everything. They have become a kind of more introverted,
Exactly.
and slowly that is growing. So I have been
Self-centered.
trying to counsel them about that because they are always having screen times.
Ha, ma'am. Yes, very rightly said. I was just going to talk about this internet addiction.
Yes, ma'am.
Very much in this nowadays generation, they are very much into that mobile or laptop. Rightly
Yes, ma'am.
said. And this this I must say that I can say that introversion at the same time self-centeredness, they become so much self-centered that they don't bother what other people are thinking, what other people are doing, and observation skill भी बहुत कम हो गया है उन लोगों को, because every time when we travel we see that
I have
youngsters are,
seen that more in single those who are single child.
exactly, ma'am, exactly. Those, that is more among the single children, those who are single child. That is more. This problem is more among them in comparison to those who have some sibling, one or two siblings, or who has brought up into joint families. That is there. So आज अगर आप नोटिस करोगे ना मैम, आप देखोगे कि आप रास्ते से जा रहे हो और यंगस्टर्स आप देखोगे कि कॉलेज में, इवन स्कूल में अगर पढ़ता है, स्कूल कॉलेज या यूनिवर्सिटी में, दे विल जस्ट इनटू देयर मोबाइल्स और हेडफोन लगा दिया और मस्त है। दुनिया चाहे, एटीट्यूड इज दुनिया चाहे बाहर में, मुझे अपना काम करना है। दिस एटीट्यूड इज बिकमिंग वेरी डेंजरस, and as a result they are basically losing so many human qualities, like helpfulness to others, altruism, and then empathy. These are the human quality that these students nowadays, youngsters, are basically losing this human qualities because they are very much engaged into themselves. Drug addiction का problem बहुत ज़्यादा है. Today we were having a state level program into our state, and our honorable governor was there as the chief guest of that program. And then the statistics is saying what the statistics is saying, very much dangerous statistics, that most of the drug addict in India as well as in our state basically belongs to the very young age group, 18 to 27. That means the students who are in the college or university level. So drug addiction is also another major issue. रिलेशनशिप इशू आप देखोगे, आप मेरे साथ एग्री होगे कि जब बच्चे आते हैं आपके पास बात करने के लिए, या जब आप शेयर करते हो, चाहते हो कि उनके साथ बात करके शेयर करें वो लोग क्या इशू है, तो बहुत सारे बच्चे हैं जो मास्टर्स लेवल में पर्टिकुलरली वो रिलेशनशिप लेके इश्यूज लेके आते हैं. नॉट ओनली मास्टर्स लेवल, दोज हु आर इन द यूनिवर्सिटी सेटअप, स्कॉलर्स आर आल्सो कमिंग विद द रिलेशनशिप इश्यूज. सो ये एक प्रॉब्लम है स्टूडेंट्स में. विड्रॉल है, स्लीप एंड ईटिंग इश्यूज है. मैम ने राइटली बोला कि दे आर वेरी मच एंगेज इनटू इंटरनेट, और अगर स्क्रीन में ज्यादा रहेंगे तो उनका खाने का पीने का कोई भी टाइमिंग नहीं रहता. And those particularly those students who are basically into the technical area like medical and engineering, those who are studying in these technical subjects, they are more indulging into addictive like internet addiction. एंड उसके लिए क्या है ना, नाइदर खाने का कुछ टाइमिंग है, नॉट सोने का कुछ टाइमिंग है. एंड दैट चेंज इन द डेली शेड्यूल इज बेसिकली हैम्परिंग देयर माइंड, देयर बॉडी एंड बिहेवियर.
Madam, being a teacher of an engineering college myself, I am from VSSUT Bulla, Odisha, madam.
Okay.
So I have seen the students are not taking breakfast.
Yes, they are
They
skipping.
directly take lunch, and
Exactly.
they are not sleeping the whole night. They
नहीं,
sleep in the morning.
3 बजे या 4 बजे सोते हैं, कोई तो 5 बजे या 6 बजे जाते हैं सोने के लिए.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That is the disorder they have created.
And even if you tell them, no, that basically changing the cycle, the body cycle is changing, the rhythm of the body, सोना, timely खाना, जो body का एक systematic होता है, rhythm होता है, that is basically disturbing. They will not agree. They will say that I'm staying in hostel. We actually do like that.
For that, we have tried to engage them in like sports activities and cultural activities, but they are not interested. Most of them are not interested still.
No, हाँ मैम, यहाँ पे एक इंटरेस्टिंग मैं आपसे शेयर करना चाहती हूँ, खास करके जब हम लोग इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में जाते हैं काउंसलिंग के लिए, अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम के लिए, बहुत सारे बच्चे ने ऐसे शेयर किया कि आप फुटबॉल खेलते हो तो यू बिकम टायर्ड. सो ये लोग क्या करते हैं, कितना चालू आप समझो कि फुटबॉल किया या आपने कुछ उन लोगों को एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटी दे दिया, एंगेजमेंट कर दिया जहाँ पे फिजिकल एक्सर्शन होता है, देन व्हाट हैपन, इमीडिएटली शाम को वो लोग सो जाते हैं. शाम को जो पढ़ाई के टाइम है उसमें वो लोग सो जाते हैं, और 10 बजे के साथ उनका जो स्क्रीन टाइम होता है, पढ़ाई छोड़ के स्क्रीन टाइम चालू हो जाता है. फिर अगला दिन नेक्स्ट दिन मॉर्निंग को 5 बजे उठता है, 9 बजे फिर क्लास में सोता है, 9 बजे क्लास में जाता है, जैसे आपने बोला कि स्किप कर दिया, डायरेक्टली चले गए लंच. सो दे जस्ट चेंज द शेड्यूल as per their comfortability without following which is the proper schedule. This is very, I was very surprised. अरे what is this? तो बोला हाँ मैम, हम लोग क्या करते हैं, एग्जॉस्ट हो जाते हैं तो सो जाते हैं, 3-4 घंटा सो गया, फिर रात को डिनर किया, फिर हम लोगों का टाइम शुरू हो जाते हैं, मस्ती का टाइम. what is this? You have been here spending lakhs of money of your parents and तुमको लगता है मस्ती का? अरे पढ़ाई क्या है मैम, एग्जाम से पहले तो ऐसे बोलते कि ऐसे ऐसे करके
Madam,
पढ़ाई कर
hello,
लेंगे,
hello,
ओवरनाइट पढ़ाई
hello,
कर लेंगे.
hello,
So this is
Yes,
something
ma'am.
yes,
very
ma'am, hello,
dangerous attitude among the students,
hello,
particularly those who are in the technical field. और ऐसा करते करते
hello.
ना कभी कभी उन लोगों में बहुत सारा साइकोलॉजिकल हेल्थ इश्यूज हो जाता है एंड परफॉर्मेंस नहीं होता है एंड देन दे कैन नॉट फुलफिल द एक्सपेक्टेशन, their expectation as well as the expectation of parents, and often that leads to suicide. आप लोगों ने ऐसा कोई सुसाइड केस देखा है आपके इंस्टीट्यूशन में या आसपास में जहाँ पे बच्चे बिकॉज ऑफ वन और अदर रीजन कमिटेड सुसाइड?
मैडम हेलो.
हाँ सर प्लीज.
हाँ एक्चुअली मैम आप जैसे जो बोल रहे हैं ना, जो सिंगल चाइल्ड है तो ऐसे तो वो सब एक्चुअली प्रॉब्लम रूट कहाँ पे आपको पता है? प्रॉब्लम रूट हम के पास है एक्चुअली. क्योंकि हम सब लोग जितना भी या ये एक्चुअली वो लोग को जितना पढ़ाई करते हैं ना, तो हम सब उन लोग के लिए पीपीटी में दे देते हैं और कोई सॉफ्ट कॉपी दे देते हैं. कोई किसी चीज़ के एक्चुअली मार्क किया ही नहीं. आप क्लास में जितना पढ़ाई करेंगे और जितना भी आपको सॉफ्ट कॉपी बच्चे लोग को दे देंगे, बच्चे लोग कहाँ पे पढ़ेंगे मैम? वो तो मोबाइल में देखेंगे ना. आपको लोग क्योंकि हम अभी डिजिटल इंडिया हो गया, हम सब सब एनपीटीईएल कोर्स ले लिया. तो वो लोग के कितना, तो जो लोग एक्चुअली ये जो ऑनलाइन में पढ़ते हैं ना, तो वो लोग भी कुछ टाइम के लिए भी तो वो चाहते हैं तो कुछ एंजॉयमेंट करना चाहिए. तो ऐसे कोई तरीका हमको बनाना है. तो मोबाइल से एक्चुअली जो लोग जितना पढ़ाई करते हैं तो वो लोग भी, आपको पता होगा, एक आईएएस someone has got IAS by looking to the only YouTube videos. See, then this is one source of inspiration to those students. Those are actually but watching the the mobile and the laptop like that. And consequently, what the teachers that we are the teachers, what we are doing, basically that we are doing, we are just actually initiating or motivate. No, you go to the part this in the content or this sub matter the sub material like that. So how a student can be avoid from that means from the mobile and the part laptop, we can. And that is why now the days it is, and but actually it is a what you can say, it is a just customary to everyone to just without a mobile they can't read. And you know that when they are reading actually through the mobile, they can go up to the part night. So you are talking about 5 to 6. You know the students also coming to exam also late by because I'm sleeping. And this is the part main problem. So if if we can, if we can actually do something without giving the part mobile, the content to the part mobile or the PPT or like that, can we go for the part the same old model? What, because as you are the part being a part research person, is it the part possible the way that we can suggest for anyone? Don't allow the part student to go to the part of this soft material. Only that have to be the hard material. Why? Because they have to need the part the need the part the hard book, and also read the books, because without book actually then nothing is possible. And nowadays, no one, if you can ask any student the author of a book, no one is able to say what is the author of the book.
I'm absolutely agree with you, sir. The point you have raised here is a very pertinent point. What I do, I can share with you as a teacher. I never give any note, so-called note, quote unquote note, because PPT when I am giving, that is also ready-made material. I never give any ready-made material to any of my students. So what I do, I explain everything into my class. I don't know if any other university has any specific guideline. That's a different thing. Many universities, their teacher has to prepare PPT and has to give that PPT to the students. That's a different issue. But till now, we don't have that, compulsiveness that we have to give to PPT or other things. Even I prepare PPT, I show it to them and I explain them, but I never give any PPT to them. I never give
Because
any
we are now very
class
smart.
notes to them. Because my motto, I used to tell the students, okay, you prepare, you go through the books, or even if you want to go through different website, whatever the resources you have, please go through the resources, have some idea, prepare your note. I am there to check and to rectify. But don't expect that I'm going to spoon food you because you are in the master's level. If you were in the class 7, 6, 4, 5, I could have given you something to mug up. But this is the higher education when you need to be conceptually very clear, because tomorrow you are going to be a psychologist, tomorrow you are going to be in different organizations. If you don't have
And
basic concept on psychology, you
ma'am,
are not
second
able
thing is
to
that you see, when the student, why the students are actually busy in the mobile in single chat, because when both the parents are not actually working na, then to whom they are talking, so naturally they want to talk actually with the what mobile, and they know everything is for their mobile. So if you don't
That's
allow
true,
them,
sir. That's
and
true.
there is many issues are
Parental
coming back
counseling
coming.
is very, very important, and that is a part which is basically lacking a lot in
Yeah.
our state. Although we organize lots of awareness program, I personally indulge into different awareness programs, but hardly the parents we could have. Although I tell every in my educational institution authorities, whether it is a principal or a college or a principal school, please arrange some parental counseling session. That is very, very important, because बच्चों को तो हम motivate करेंगे, बच्चों को सोच change करेंगे, but unless the parents also are into the same track, it's very difficult for the motivate the child for long time. घर में जाके अगर उल्टा सिनारियो होगा, उल्टा कुछ बोलेंगे, तो वो लोग सही में they are not able to follow your guidance or follow your you can say the suggestions. So parental counseling is a very, very important thing, and which is very much lacking, I think, everywhere. In my state, it is very much lacking. Even if we organize with pressure, if we ask some schools, I'm telling you, I pressurize one school, can you please bring not only the children being for counseling session, the parents also. I'm telling you, what was the question? Can you imagine they are asking an university psychology teacher कि मैडम मेरा बेटी तो चिकन नहीं खाती है, क्या करूंगी? Can you imagine? What is the concern of the mother? Her daughter is anxious, her daughter is angry, having some. It was a mother child convention in a girls' school. So she's not bothered about what her child thinks. She does not bother about what her child behave, how her child behave. She was more bothered about her child is not taking chicken, or she is not taking rice properly. Can you imagine? And that is not a standard of class 3, 4, 5. It was a class standard 12. Class standard 12 students. Mother was telling, madam, can you help me? Because she's not ready eat properly, and she's not ready to eat chicken. Although I prepared chicken, she does not like chicken. Is this something to ask to a person? Can you imagine where we actually stand? Where we actually, what is the mental health scenario of the parents? बच्चे क्यों नहीं खाते उसके लिए बहुत दे आर वेरी मच वरीड, बट बच्चे क्यों ऐसा कर रहे हैं, क्या क्यों ऐसा शोर मचा रहे हैं, क्यों ऐसा बिहेवियर कर रहे हैं, क्यों ऐसे इंडल्ज हो रहा है, दे आर नॉट एक्चुअली बॉथर्ड. So that is, you are rightly pointed out, sir. I'm 100% agree with you that we, the parents, are basically responsible. Because I believe that when a child born, the child born with innocent, innocent child born. So if a child become delinquent, become addict, become antisocial, become criminal, we, the parents, family members, neighbors, and the societies are at large, we are responsible. And being a part of the society, as you have rightly pointed out, that the teaching system, which has been transformed basically offline to online mode during the COVID period, COVID के टाइम पे बहुत ज्यादा वो शिफ्ट हुआ, but शिफ्ट हो गया, उसके बाद फिर से हम लोग अपने प्लेस में नहीं गए. Now everything is online. Everything is okay. WhatsApp में भेज रहे, email में भी नहीं, mail में भी नहीं. We are actually doing all communication into WhatsApp. So this is something exactly the students are basically engaged, rightly said, but there is again a question mark. Are every student basically an internet addict? The answer is no. If are every student is basically engaged into dangerous online gaming, basically answer is no. That means there is certain other areas. That means there is certain personality of students which basically leads to this. You can say that addictive practices, whether that is drug addiction or internet addiction. And because of this, we found that there are many, many children who are basically committing suicide. A few months back, you might be hurting because of this, this what is called medical paper. NEET का जो हुआ question paper leak हुआ, उसके वजह से there are so many young children has committed suicide. So every day, Every one or other day, the children are committing suicide. And when we talk about suicide, India is basically representing 10% of the world suicide into in terms of suicide rate. And in India, suicide basically is occurring mainly among 15 to 24 years. That means the students which we are dealing with. That's why my topic was personal emotional development. I focus most on emotional aspect of the children. एंड जब देखेंगे अगर बच्चों में ज्यादा का कौन करते तो दिखाए जाते हैं द मेल स्टूडेंट्स आर 2.3 टाइम्स मोर वनरेबल टू सुसाइड देन द फीमेल्स वन. हमारे अगर फिगर देखेंगे हमारे कुछ हम फिगर यहाँ पे दिखा रहे हैं स्टैटिस्टिक्स दिखा रहे हैं सो दैट वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड द मैग्नीट्यूड. अगर बहुत सारा रिजल्ट में देखा गया रिसर्च वर्क बोलते हैं WHO का जो एस्टिमेशन है इनमें दिखाया गया है कि द वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज दैट इज the high rate of suicide rate is high among the western countries in comparison to other parts of the world. और यहाँ पे जो फिगर दिया गया है इसमें क्या है सबसे ज्यादा है सिंगापुर में 11.2. What is the scenario of India? This is 12.2. That means we are far ahead of in terms of suicide rate in comparison to other Asian countries. So 12.2 is the average suicide rate of India as per the NCRB report of 2024. हर साल इंडिया में बहुत सारे बच्चे सुसाइड करते हैं एज आई सेड. और अगर ये सुसाइड रेट देखें तो 2017 में कितना था रेट? इट वाज 9.9. 2021 में it was 12 and now in the year 2024 it was 12.2. And this is the scenario of every state. You can find your own state and find out the suicide rate. Highest is in the Andaman and Nicobar Island. Why? Because of geographical isolation. This is one of the reason why Andaman and Nicobar is in the you can say that in the top level. So agar देखेंगे जो in which group suicide is more is this one 18 to 30 years. This is the highest group followed by 30 years is also there. This is the highest group followed by others group. So it's a concern and every time I believe you all agree with me whenever there is a result, that means a board result, after the board result you will agree with me the suicide happens more. Why? The question is why. One of the reason is that the child's expectation. Another of the reason what sir has pointed out that parental factor, that the parents high expectation, the child is not able to make up the expectation of the parents, which maybe the expectation is so high and the reality the child's capacity is maybe not that much, so child is not able to maintain that extreme pressure, academic pressure, and find out this lethal step as a way out of their problem. Few days back my son is studying in engineering. He in his institution, after his exam, I think one day or just one day after completion of his exam, one of his hostel mate committed suicide. Why? All of the students say that his roommate particularly confirmed that he was under extremely pressure of his parents, because parents say that you have to do good result. We have spent so much lakhs of money to put you into this private institution and you have to get this much of percentage, at least 9.9, 9.5 CGPA you need to get. So उसने बहुत ट्राई किया, लास्ट एग्जाम तक देखा, लास्ट एग्जाम वाज आल्सो not good and there was no hope to get at least as 9 also. So what happened? He hanged himself and completed suicide. So why this? We need to understand that where is the gap? Why there are so much mental health issues among the students? Why young children of class 3, 4, 5 they are having mood disorders, eating disorders, substance abuse problems are there, and also they are having other disorders. So that we need to know, and as a teacher I believe that we have a role to play to motivate them to find out the other alternatives of their problems, not suicide, not addiction, not indulge into mobile so that my parents are not talking to me. These are some negative alternative which we call as negative coping mechanism. We as a teacher we have a role to play to show them the positive. What are the positive ways to cope up with their problems of your life? And when you talk about mental health issues of the children, it's like an iceberg. हम लोगों ने देखा ना वो टाइटैनिक मूवी कि एक टाइटैनिक बहुत बड़ा सा जहाज था, वो एक आइसबर्ग में लगा और it was destroyed, everybody died. So iceberg में क्या होता है कि only 10% is visible. When we talk about the figures of mental health issues of the students, only 10% is visible because some are not reported, some don't come into the picture, some don't go to the counselors or psychologists or psychotherapists for treatment. So the rest remains at the under sea level. So the problem magnitude, what I want to say that magnitude is huge. So what will be the solution? मैम ने बहुत सारे मेरे कलीग ने यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी रेस्पॉन्स किया, बातें करना. So I personally believe that when we talk to anybody, no problem, half of the problem solved when we talk. Because main problem is there is no one to listen to me. There is no one who can understand me. There is no one who have the time to sit beside me and to hear attentively. So now as a teacher, as a mentor of the students, not only as a classroom, not only into the classroom teaching learning process, but outside the classroom also we have a role to play as a counselor, as a mentor, as a guide. And now NEP is also focusing on this, that how the students mental health, and I think all of you will know, you are aware that national health policy also given this importance that mental health awareness should be there in every institutions. They are making one person as a nodal officer, and like that every institution should focus on the mental health of the students and also other employees. So not only the students, the fraternity of the institution, educational institution, they are giving importance. So when we talk about counseling, we are not, maybe everybody who are present over here not from the psychology background, but we can do counseling without any psychological, psychological degree with us. What we need some qualities which we need to incorporate so that we can be a very good mentor, very good guide, very good counselor, and a very cordial teacher to the students. When we talk about counseling, is nothing but you can say that helping behavior, which basically support and assist student to develop their academic, social, emotional, and personal skill, so that they can improve academically, they can improve personally, and overall their well-being can be enhanced. So जब हम लोग काउंसलिंग के बारे में बात करते हैं, जैसे सर ने बोला कि पेरेंट्स लोगों का कुछ नहीं करते, so for that there is a family counseling. We can go for one-to-one counseling session, one-to-one talk. We can find out some group of children, group of students who have similar type of issue and can provide group counseling session also. And there is a counseling session related to the career. बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे भी आते हैं हमारे पास, आपके पास भी आते हैं कि मैम अभी तो मास्टर्स कर रहे हैं, तो क्या करेंगे उसके बाद, whether we should go for MPhil, whether we should go for B.Ed and enter into the school, or we can go for NET and PhD, what we should do. So that counseling session is basically related to their career. We, the teacher, we know which student has the quality, what is the strength and weakness of that students, and accordingly we can help the students to identify the best career for themselves. For that, basically, you don't need any, psychological masters or PhD in psychology. There are some qualities which I'm going to talk right now that will basically help us to become a very good counselor, particularly into our academic institution. So what is what counseling basically helps? Basically, counseling helps 5 types of management, that is deviation management. As I said, that students are very much deviate from each other. One is very much overthinker, another is very much, you can say that procrastination behavior is there, one is very much having daydreaming, one is not hard worker. So there are different forms of deviations. So all those deviation management, if there is a disability management, distress management, depression management, and definitely danger management, in which I put it suicide, antisocial behavior, drug addiction, and risk behavior also. So before counseling, what we have to understand as a teacher and mentor and as a counselor, teacher come counselor, we need to understand that every student is different. Like this picture, the color is different, size is different, the shape is different. Similarly, we need to understand that there may be 30, 40, 50, 100 students, or maybe 20 students in my class. Each one is different by their body color, by everything. Like each one environment is different. है कि नहीं? जैसे हम यहाँ पे बहुत सारे टीचर हैं, हमारी प्रोफेशन सबका सेम है, वी आर ऑल टीचर्स, बट आवर फैमिली बैकग्राउंड इज डिफरेंट. Somebody's father may be a teacher, and you are also teacher. Somebody's father may be a doctor and you are a teacher. Somebody's fathers may be a business person and you are a teacher. Somebody's father may be an engineer and you are a teacher. Somebody's mother may be a homemaker, but we as a female, I am a teacher. So there are different family backgrounds are there. Our culture is different, lifestyle is different, social condition is different, economical factor is different, and our daily routine is also different. So every students come from the different background. Simply just telling that you are not sincere, you are not, you are not coming to the class regularly, you are always late, you are not punctual, and shouting on the students without understanding why he is not punctual, what happened, why he is not, coming regularly. If you just give some time, talk to him or her, you can understand. Might be every day he has to do some work to feed his family and then come to the department for class, and because of that, he is getting used to be get late by 10 or 15 minutes. So that type of sensitivity is basically required to become a counselor into the department. Gender difference is there. Some are boys, some are girls. There are differences in terms of religion also. In the classroom, there are students who belongs to Christianity, who belongs to Hinduism, or maybe who belongs to a Muslim family. So there are differences in terms of religions also. There are differences in terms of emotional expression. ठीक है ना. बहुत बच्चे हैं, ऐसा बहुत बार हुआ कि किसी बच्ची को मैंने डांटा क्लास में because of one or other reason, particularly post semester students for their dissertation or project work. मैंने डांटा और देखा इतना रो पड़ी. 4 बच्चों के एक साथ में डांटा. चारों was doing dissertation under me, so I have instructed something and it was before the exam. They were not coming. I was tense कि कब खत्म करेंगे ये लोग, अभी तक नहीं आया, उसका कुछ नहीं दिखाया, रिजल्ट इंटरप्रिटेशन सब कुछ बाकी है, प्रिंटिंग बाकी है, देन उसको प्रिपरेशन करना पड़ेगा, सब कुछ बाकी है, and they are not coming. So when 4 of them come together, I scolded 4 of them, and among 4 of them, one student was crying. You can say that what is called like a rain. She was crying continuously. Then I had to go her and pat her and tell her कि it's okay बेटा, कुछ नहीं हुआ, तुम करो, मैं हूँ, रात को भेज देना, I'll look into, don't worry, I'm there. So support system. Others were not crying. So emotional expression is also different. इसको देख के क्या लग रहा है, इस पिक्चर को देख के? Anybody? इसको देख के क्या लग रहा है आप लोगों को?
बहुत बहुत गुस्से में
all are angry. Anger.
एंगर. तो राग, गुस्सा भी बहुत सारे लोग बहुत सारे तरीका से एक्सप्रेस करते हैं. Do we equally express our anger? The answer is no. So
No.
there is this type of students who express. Some students, they are different in their personalities also. उन लोगों का बोलना, चलना, आपके तरफ देखना, सब कुछ different होता है. So personality wise they are different. They are different in their interest level also. ठीक है ना. किसी को मे बी जैसे कोई अगर इकोनॉमिक्स से है, किसी को मे बी what to say statistics पसंद है इकोनॉमिक्स में, किसी को मे बी सम अदर रिसेंट हिस्ट्री ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स पसंद है. ठीक है. तो ऐसा करके बहुत सारे जो लोग हैं, इंटरेस्ट लेवल उनका चेंज हो जाता है. अगर हिस्ट्री में आप लोग कोई हो टीचर यहाँ पे, तो कोई है कि मॉडर्न हिस्ट्री में इंटरेस्टेड है, कोई है डिफरेंट अदर हिस्ट्री में इंटरेस्टेड, यूरोपियन हिस्ट्री में इंटरेस्टेड है. सो उनका इंटरेस्ट लेवल भी डिफरेंट हो जाता है, उनका सोचने का तरीका भी डिफरेंट होता है. द वे दे लुक इनटू देमसेल्फ वो भी अलग होता है. दैट मीन्स उनका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल, कोई सोचता है मुझसे नहीं होगा. आप देखते हो ना कि आपने बहुत कुछ समझाया लेकिन अल्टीमेटली कुछ नहीं मिला, रिजल्ट इज बिग जीरो, बिकॉज द स्टूडेंट इज नॉट एट ऑल रेडी टू मोटिवेट, स्टूडेंट इज नॉट एट ऑल विलिंग टू चेंज, ब्रिंग चेंज इनटू हिज और हर परफॉर्मेंस. सो कोई सोचता है कि आई कैन डू इट, कोई सोचता है इम्पॉसिबल. सो उनका सोचने का तरीका भी अलग होता है, लाइफ की तरफ उनका एटीट्यूड भी अलग होता है. कोई होता है कंप्लेनिंग नेचर, मैडम ये क्यों नहीं है, वो क्यों नहीं है. और कोई होता है लेस कंप्लेनिंग, एक्सप्रेसिंग ग्रेटिट्यूड, मैडम वो तो नहीं है बट ये जो है दिस इज वेरी गुड इन आवर डिपार्टमेंट. सो आपका जो नजरिया है वो भी डिफरेंट होता है. एटीट्यूड टुवर्ड्स द यू कैन से दैट एनवायरमेंट और टुवर्ड्स द सराउंडिंग डिफरेंट होता है. कोई होता है बहुत मैनिपुलेटिव, आप अगर बोलोगे क्या था, आपको एकदम मीठी मीठी बातों बोलेगा और झूठ बोल के आपको एकदम मैनिपुलेट करके आपको रख देगा. कोई कोई स्टूडेंट है वेरी ऑनेस्ट, दे आर नॉट मैनिपुलेटिव, दे डोंट कैन स्पीक लाई, rather they will prefer to tell the truth to you. ठीक है. कोई होता है बहुत रेस्टलेस, कोई होता है बहुत ठंडे दिमाग का बच्चा, कोई होता है बहुत ज्यादा क्यूरियस कि बहुत नीडी होता है ना, गिफ्टेड बच्चा क्लास में, आप जो बोलो तुरंत दे देता है, आप पास आउट हो जाते हो कि इसका जो नीड है, उसका जो एकेडमिक हंगर है, उसको कैसे फुलफिल किया जाए. कोई होता है बहुत डाल बच्चा, आप जितना भी समझाओ वो चेंज नहीं कर पाता. तो इसी तरीका से बच्चों का चेंज होता है, मेंटल हेल्थ स्टेटस में चेंज होता है, बच्चों का जो हिस्ट्री है, चाइल्डहुड हिस्ट्री, उसमें भी बहुत सारा चेंजेस होता है. दे डेविएट इन देयर चाइल्डहुड हिस्ट्री ऑल्सो. किसी किसी बच्चे का हो सकता है बहुत ज्यादा पेनफुल चाइल्डहुड हिस्ट्री हो सकता है. ठीक है. कल जो मैं आपको बता रही थी काउंसलिंग सेशन में, बच्चा बोल रहा था कि मैं भूल जाती हूँ. देन वाइल सेशन इट केम आउट दैट वो जब क्लास 2 या 3 में था, सो ही वाज नॉट एबल टू आंसर फुल इनटू हिज पेपर, राइट. सो जब रिजल्ट आउट हुआ, उसकी मम्मी ने उसको इतना मारा कि उसको हॉस्पिटल लेके जाना पड़ा. सो दैट वाज द ट्रॉमा. जब उसके बाद से उसको स्टार्ट हुआ धीरे धीरे कि जब एग्जाम होता है ना, ही बिकम इंटेंसिवली टेंस, highly tense, and that basically reduces his performance. Why? Because he has a childhood traumatic experience. बच्चों का नीड भी अलग होता है, किसी का साइकोलॉजिकल नीड होता है, किसी का सोशल नीड होता है, किसी को लाइफ का बाकी जो नीड्स है उसके होता है. सो व्हाट वी नीड टू डू एज ए टीचर, वी नीड टू ट्रीट everybody as a separate person. That means the concept of individualism, every individual is different, every individual is unique, everybody has some capability that we need to believe. अगर एज ए टीचर हम सोचे ना, उससे तो कुछ नहीं होगा. इट्स वेरी नेगेटिव सोच. और वो नेगेटिव सोच लेके जब हम क्लासरूम में जाते हैं ना, वी कैन नॉट गिव आवर बेस्ट. और एक नेगेटिव सोच लेके जब हम लोग क्लास में जाते हैं, वी आर ऑल्सो ह्यूमन बींग्स द टीचर्स, बट अगर ये नेगेटिव सोच होता है दिमाग में एज ए टीचर, सो हम लोग बहुत बायस्ड हो जाते हैं. एंड देयर आर एग्जाम्पल्स वेयर टीचर द स्टूडेंट्स शेयर देयर पेनफुल स्टोरीज विद देयर टीचर, के टीचर कैसे उन लोगों को परेशान किया, टीचर कैसे हरास किया, टीचर कैसे ह्यूमिलेट किया विद इन क्लासरूम एंड ऑल्सो आउटसाइड द क्लासरूम. So as a teacher, we need to understand that everybody is unique and everybody has their unique capacity. ठीक है ना. Maybe what I am telling to them, maybe they are not able to follow, doesn't necessarily mean that they don't have any future. So we teacher has to be unbiased, and then we have to be friendly in nature. मुझे लगता है जो भी आप लोगों ने बात किया, जो भी बच्चों से आप बात करते हो, आपको ये आप इसको फेस करोगे, फील करोगे कि जो भी बच्चों से ज्यादा फ्रेंडली मिल सकते हैं, मिल घुल सकता है, दोज हु कैन talk to them very friendly and then help them, the students open up. So this is very important characteristics of a good counselor or a good teacher, that the capacity to make the children, the students open up their mind. We have to be empathetic. Teachers has to be empathetic. We all are here, all the teachers present over here, we will agree that there is a great contribution of our teacher in our life. I personally believe that today I am here in this chair, sitting in front of you and delivering this lecture on this topic because of my teachers who have really helped me to take the decision of my life. I was not ready to take this job, I'm sharing. It was they were my teachers, both two teachers, one male teacher and female teacher, basically motivated me, because I'm staying at Tripura and my family is staying at other place, West Bengal. So I was not ready to sacrifice my family for the sake of this job. My teachers only inspired me, motivate me, you give me inputs that what is the importance of government job in your life. I was at that moment, 18 years back, I was young, I was not ready to accept. For me, my husband, my kids, my family is important rather than that job. My teachers motivated me, and thanks to them, because of their motivation, because of their pressure, I have taken this job and I am here with you. Otherwise, I don't know. Maybe I was involved in teaching in some private college, private institution, no idea what could I have done. पता नहीं था, पता नहीं है मुझे मैं क्या करती. So teachers has to be very empathetic, teacher has to be very supportive, we have to be empathetic. नेगेटिव भी बहुत है, जैसे बहुत सारा टीचर मेरे, अगर मैं अपने चाइल्डहुड में जाती हूँ तो देयर वर सो मेनी गुड टीचर एज वेल एज सो मेनी बैड टीचर्स आल्सो who really humiliate me because of the looks, because of the the conversations, because of the your smartness, because of the dress. So they are not at all good teachers. Good teachers are those who basically judge yourself with your understanding, with your knowledge level, with your performance, not because of your dress, not because of your smartness, whether you can speak English or not. That doesn't matter at all. Your individual quality, your inner quality should be judged by the teacher. So teacher has to be empathetic, flexible. Are you agree with my statement or not? Please, it's a one-sided conversation ho raha hai, so let me just have some
Yes,
motions.
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Flexibility is very
Right? Do you believe that teachers really plays an important role in our life?
yes, yes,
Yes,
yes,
ma'am,
yes.
Yes,
of
ma'am.
course.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So the role, I am really thankful as a teacher that I am thankful to good teacher as well as bad teacher, because good teacher taught me how to be a good one, and bad teacher also taught me not to be bad that much. So in one or other way, I am being enriched to have good teacher and bad teacher in my life. So teacher always important into your life, who can guide you, who can help you, give you direction what to do and not to do. Flexibility is important because if a teacher, as a teacher, if you become very rigid, नहीं मैंने जो बोला वही सही है, बाकी किसी का opinion matter नहीं करता है, तो we cannot be a very good mentor or very good guide of the students, and then the students will also lose interest to talk to you. They will not listen to you, they will disrespect you. So flexibility is very very important. Flexible in opinion sharing, flexible in giving opportunity to open up by the students. अगर कोई आर्गू भी करता है उसको भी सुनना चाहिए, because they are the young minds, they are more advanced than us. We at this age of 50, my students are really they are so smart, they know so many technological things. So if I think that no, what I know that is the ultimate one, then I as an individual cannot grow. So if I need to grow, I have to be flexible. I have to give space to my students, to my research scholars, so that I can learn from them, and I can make a you can say that space where they can also open up their problems, share problems, and with mutual discussion and interaction, both of us can grow. Because we know that teaching is an interactive process. It's not a one-way process. It's a two-way process. That means both teacher and students are involved. Emotional stability is there, yes. If we, the teachers, are not emotionally stable, if we have these problems of instability, then it's very difficult for us to help the students who are under emotional crisis, who are under stress or strain. So we have to be emotionally stable. We have to know how to make balance, the work-life balance, the balance between the when the pressure is extreme and there is lots of demands under on your shoulder. So as a teacher, we need to know the balance. Then only that help us to help others, so that they can also learn how to make balance into their life. Positive, unconditional positive regard is very important. That means, as I already mentioned, you need to respect everybody. Everybody has the right to put their opinion. Whether I like it or don't like it, that's a different point. That's a different argument. But we have to give space for their sharing of opinion. Okay, so positive, unconditional positive regard is very, very important. And I think nothing to talk about love. The much we love them, we'll get back love from them. Self-aware, that means as a teacher also, I should aware about myself, my strength, my weaknesses, my capabilities, my limitations. So I have to, as a teacher, I have to be very, very aware about myself. Okay, then only we can basically help others or assist others or support others to become self-aware. So before starting mentoring or before starting giving counseling session, I as a counselor, as a teacher, has to be aware about myself. Communication, communication important है ना? आप लोगों को क्या लगता है? Do you believe that communication is important in teaching, learning, and providing counseling?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
The
ma'am.
most important part from where it starts, actually.
फ्रॉम वेयर इट स्टार्ट्स. सो बच्चे क्या करते हैं, बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन करते हैं, क्यों, क्या, व्हेन, व्हाट, हाउ, एंड the communication is that basically that medium through which we gives the response to the child. So communication again is a two-way one. एंड जब हम कम्युनिकेशन के बारे में बात करते हैं, सिर्फ इसे वर्बल होता है, बहुत सारा कम्युनिकेशन फॉर्म भी होते हैं, क्या लगता है?
इंटरेक्शन भी होता है मैडम.
नॉन वर्बल होता है कम्युनिकेशन?
यस मैम, होता है,
अगर
कई
मैं
बार तो
आपको
होता है
बात
क्योंकि हम
हाँ
बच्चों को देख के समझ जाते हैं वो समझे कि नहीं.
एग्जैक्टली उन लोगों के चेहरे से पता चल जाता है, और
यस
जितना हम
मैम.
लोगों का एक्सपीरियंस होता है ना, इतना हम लोग और ज्यादा समझदार हो जाते हैं, और ज्यादा यू नो मजबूत हो जाता है समझने में कि क्या चल रहा है, उनके मन में क्या खिचड़ी पक रही है, क्या वो लोग सोच रहे हैं. सो ये अच्छा
ये एग्जाम्पल मैडम हमको और समझ में आया कोविड टाइम में, जब वो ऑनलाइन में थे.
हाँ हाँ
तो समझ में आया कि फिजिकल इंटरेक्शन कितना इम्पोर्टेंट होता है.
इम्पोर्टेंट है. राइट राइट राइट, एग्जैक्टली. देखिए ना, हम लोग यहाँ पे बैठ के वी आर हैविंग दिस सेशन, बट इट वुड हैव बीन सो इंटरेक्टिव एंड सो एनरिचिंग इफ वी कुड मीट ईच अदर, हैव फिजिकल इंटरेक्शन. बहुत अच्छा होता. दिस इज नॉट पॉसिबल इन दिस ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म, ठीक है ना, बिकॉज आई एम नॉट एबल टू सी एनीबडी ऑफ योर फेस, and this is something like one way communication, just blindly I am telling. I don't know whether everybody is listening me or busy in their own own work, because online में हम लोग यही करते हैं, खाना पकाते पकाते भी सुनते हैं, because everybody we does that, we are habituated. During COVID also we have done like this, no, खाना, मुझे याद है कि पढ़ाई बोला, बच्चे को बोला 1 मिनट रुको, मैं थोड़ा दूध वहां पे बैठाया, थोड़ा ऑफ करके आती हूँ. So in when we are in online meetings or whatever you do, particularly we just switch off the this one, mute the this thing, speakers, and then this one, mute that one also, video of the video, and then we engage into our work. So this is the limitation, but at the same time advantage is that although I'm sitting at Tripura, you are sitting at different corners of India, we are connected with each other. So that is the beauty of online, you can say that online meetings and online connections. So when we talk about communication, it can be various forms, verbal, visual, written, non-verbal. आप किसी को देख के ऐसे हाय बोला और किसी ने मुंह फिरा लिया, तो नेक्स्ट टाइम से आप उसको देख के क्या हाय बोलोगे, या आप भी चले जाओगे उल्टे रास्ते में, क्या करोगे, हाय बोलोगे क्या? डेफिनेटली नॉट. बिकॉज अगर मैं आपको हंस के हाय मैडम बोली और आप मेरे तरफ नहीं देखा, उल्टा चले गए, हार्डली आई विल रिस्पॉन्ड टू यू नेक्स्ट डे. सो दिस इज नॉन वर्बल क्यूज, ठीक है. और कम्युनिकेशन ऐसा होना चाहिए कि इसमें तो साउंड नहीं आएगा, फिर भी मैं बता रही हूँ. इसके राजपाल पूछ रहा है कि हाउ आर यू, तो ये रेस्पॉन्स कर रहा है कि आई एम फाइन. देन राजपाल बोल रहा है कि ये तुम्हारा इंग्लिश का चक्कर है, मैं तुमको बोल रहा हूँ हाउ आर यू, एंड तुम बोल रहे हो हाउ, आई एम फाइन, तुम अपना नाम क्यों नहीं बता रहे. So ये है communication. I have put this video to make you understand the gaps in communication. कि कभी कभी होता है because of language, because of other non-verbal cues जो हम बताना चाहते थे, हम बता नहीं सकते. Whatever we intended to say or communicate, maybe it's not communicated properly. So proper communication is very important. कम्युनिकेशन के लिए क्या चाहिए? अटेंशन चाहिए. जब आप किसी के बच्चों के पास बैठ के उसके साथ बात करोगे ना, तो हाफ ऑफ प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व हो जाता है. तो बात करने के लिए क्या है, आपको अटेंटिव होना चाहिए, ताकि बच्चा जो आपको बोल रहा है, जो आपका जो स्टूडेंट आपको बोल रहे हैं, वो आप सुन सको, महसूस कर सको, अंडरस्टैंड कर सको. नहीं तो क्या होगा, अगर आप बार बार पूछोगे ना, अरे आई एम सॉरी, आई डिडंट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट यू हैव टोल्ड, आई वाज जस्ट एब्सेंट माइंडेड, तो बच्चा धीरे धीरे इंटरेस्ट खो देगा, और उसको लगेगा फालतू में आई एम कमिंग टू द टीचर मैम, although she seems very helpful, but hardly she is listening to me. She is in her own mind and preoccupied with her own own thoughts. सो इससे ट्रस्ट बिल्डिंग जो है ना, किसी के साथ हमारा जो रिलेशनशिप में ट्रस्ट बिल्डिंग है, वो ट्रस्ट खत्म हो जाता है. और धीरे धीरे देखते हैं, हमारे घर में भी ये हो सकता है कि अगर बच्चा कुछ बोल रहा है, आप नहीं सुन रहे हो, तो देखना कि बच्चा आपको गुस्सा है, मम्मी मैं तुमको कुछ बोल रहा हूँ, पापा तुमको कुछ बोल रहा हूँ, कुछ सुनाई क्यों नहीं दे रहा है. बच्चा इरिटेट होता है, एजिटेट होता है. तो लिसनिंग इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वॉइस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, कि कैसे आप बात करोगे. वॉइस कैन मेक अ पर्सन agitated, voice can make a person relax. Voice can gives a positive vibe, voice can gives a negative vibe. So voice is also very important, the way you are delivering your communication to the counterpart. एंड बॉडी लैंग्वेज, जैसे आप देख रहे हो बच्चे की तरफ, जैसे देख रहे हो, जैसा आपका हेड नॉडिंग है, आपका फेस मूवमेंट है, प्लेसमेंट ऑफ आर्म्स एंड लेग्स, कैसे आप बात में उसका साथ रिस्पॉन्स कर रहे हो, किस तरीका से, दीज आर ऑल इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर अंडरस्टैंडिंग और गिविंग क्यूज दैट यू आर बेसिकली लिसनिंग टू द चाइल्ड प्रॉपरली. तो ये गया, अगर हम किसी के, मैं फिर से बोलती हूँ, वी कैन बी अ वेरी गुड मेंटर, वेरी गुड काउंसलर if we just inculcate this qualities into ourselves, that is listening attentively, empathy, warmth, respect, maintaining confidentiality. अगर बच्चा आके आपको कुछ confidential बोलते हैं, so please keep that with you. ऐसा नहीं हो जाए कि पूरा कैंपस को पता चल जाए, then it's not going to work out. We have to be non-judgmental, we have to be non-hurting, non-threatening and non-punishing. अगर ऐसा हुआ कि बच्चा आके कुछ बोला और उसके बाद आप उसको पनिश करना शुरू किया, उसने कुछ सच ही बोला, आपने पूछा किसने फैन खराब किया, तो बच्चे ने आके बोला, then you start giving punishment, then it's not going to work. So if we inculcate this these qualities, we can be a good counselor. I have just given here the analysis of the term counselor. That means confident, good observer, unbiased, non-judgmental, sensitive to the needs of the students, empathetic, listen carefully, yell for love, open-minded and respectful. So, and see that there are so many qualities which is also there in teachers. Who teaches clearly, emotionally mature, unbiased attitude, compassionate, age for honest, empathetic and respectful. Sorry. So the qualities of a teacher is a qualities of some of the qualities of a good counselor. So if we basically try to practice this, we can be a very good counselor and help the students in developing their life skills, in helping them decision making, helping them in developing their interpersonal as well as interpersonal relationship, who help them to cope with their emotions, both positive and negative. We can make them creative, critical thinker, help them that to manage their emotions properly, to speak up, not to keep everything inside, but also to speak up. We always say that it needs to be break the silence, it needs to be break the ice. So if we become, the teachers become very sensitive, I believe that we can help them in opening up their minds so that we can understand what is going on. And we can help them to work smarter. Yes, I'm showing this because voice is not that much necessary in here. See here. ये एक्टर कौन है? आप जानते हो ना? Very famous actor.
Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean.
Yes.
Mr. Bean.
Thank you. Smart. देखो साइकिल करते करते कितना स्मार्ट. Now he will be the first person in the cycling. There was a cycling competition and he will be the first. So sometimes we can help students to how to be smart. You can say that smart performance, how to plan properly, how to manage their time. Smart मतलब क्या है? How to manage their time properly, how to plan properly, how to you can say that how to make a proper time frame from their future. So in that way, we can make the students smart. We can help them to think positively, because whenever there is negative thoughts, we believe there is happens that every negative thoughts is basically giving more and more negative thinking, and negative thinking leads to negative feeling. So if I think that if the students start believing that I am worthless, the students will start feeling that he is worthless. If the students think that I am not capable, the students will believe that he is not capable, and accordingly he will not act. He will show procrastination behavior, he will show lack of self-confidence, he will show lack of engagement into work. So thought, feeling and actions are interrelated. So we need to help the students to think positive so that they can chase their dreams properly. They can you can say that they can chase their aspiration, what they want to be in their life. And in that way, we can basically help them in various ways, keep them away from drugs, both in terms of hard drug addiction as well as internet addiction. And this is basically we can teach them how to not to give up. I'm sorry, why if it was sound could have been there, no, it could be very interesting. See, these girls has fall down, but she didn't give up. She was doing hard work, and after some time she will be the winner. So life, maybe we as a teacher, we can give an examples of our own hurdles also to the students, that it's not, our life was not easy. The students may think that the teachers who are here, who is coming, maybe looks very cool and there was no struggle in her or his life, but we can also share our hurdles, our tough days, so that they can understand that for every success there is hard work is necessary. For every successful person there are lots of painful stories. So that the teacher can share their own stories, life stories to them, their own hurdles, to motivate them, to make them understand that the problems which they are facing is not that only they are facing, this is the problem which we as a teacher also faced during our childhood. So in that way, we can motivate them, we can help them to be more persistent into their activity so that they can achieve their goal. And in this way, we, the teachers, as a counselors, can help them to understand whatever they think about themselves. The world will basically react accordingly. If they feel that they are very much confident, the world will also going to think them as a confident one. So whether they will face problems as a challenge, or they will indulge into you can say that this negative coping mechanism, that up to them, that depends on their own you can say understanding of their own life. So with this is my last slide, that vitamins is very important for our physical health, but similarly vitamins is very important for our mental health. क्यों आपको लगता है कि vitamins is important for our mental health also? क्यों मैंने लगता है कि क्यों मैंने ये vitamins का पिक्चर यहाँ पे डाला है? Anyone, please? Whatever you feel, please feel free to discuss.
Hello, madam.
They help in managing stress, madam.
बैलेंस डाइट अगर हम लेते हैं तो उस वजह से हमारा मेंटल स्ट्रेस तो जाएगा, मगर हम जैसे कहा जाता है ना, दिमाग में ही स्वस्थ विचार के बच्चों की पूरी न्यूट्रिएंट वाले खाद्य पदार्थ जो है वो खाए, और उसी की आदत जो
अच्छा मैडम, विटामिन क्या सिर्फ खाने से मिल सकता है? साइकोलॉजिकल विटामिन भी हो सकता है क्या? क्या लगता है? Not only the fruits and vegetables. Is there any psychological vitamins which is also very important for our well-being?
Madam, positive thoughts.
Let us go by one by one.
Actually, we are the first teachers for the first student. So if we can give the part of psychology to the first student, then the student can be automatically healthy.
Sir, अगर vitamin A पकड़ते हैं, let us keep vitamin A. There are very important vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, D, K, and so on. So अगर vitamin E को A के पकड़ लेते हैं, अगर vitamin A, if it is less than vitamin A, what we are depriving of vitamin A, then we generally have this eyesight issues, right? Night blindness and other things. So अगर from the perspective of mental health, अगर vitamin A बोलती हूँ, तो क्या हो सकते हैं? For example, acceptance. I'm just giving one example. Acceptance. Another maybe accomplishment. Now I want any response from you. Another is, for example, attachment, which is very, very important for our well-being.
Madam, empathy.
Empathy is vitamin E. वो विटामिन ई में आ जाएगा मैम. ए को लेके पकड़ते हैं.
मैम आइडेंटिटी.
सॉरी,
आइडेंटिटी मैम. One's own identity.
One's own identity. Okay. What else? B से क्या हो सकता है मैम? Very important for our mental health. B से bonding. और क्या हो सकता है?
Belongingness.
Belongingness. Thank you so much. और क्या हो सकता है? Bonding, belongingness. और क्या हो सकता है? बैलेंसिंग इन लाइफ हो सकता है क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
What else? Bravery can be a good quality, human quality. Brave होना बहुत जरूरी है.
मैम बेनेवलेंस.
Yes, ma'am. विटामिन सी को पकड़. हाँ जी, सॉरी.
बेनेवलेंस.
हाँ मैम, हो सकता है. विटामिन सी को अब जाते हैं. विटामिन सी में क्या हो सकता है?
Care, madam, care.
वेरी नाइस, थैंक यू सो मच. केयरिंग. और क्या? और क्या हो सकता है?
Cuddling, ma'am.
कार्डलिंग. अच्छा, ओके, कार्डलिंग.
Madam, communication, communication.
If we often do with the kids and all, तो our mood changes.
हाँ जी, सॉरी.
Ma'am, अगर हम लोग बच्चे लोग से we cuddle and all, we play with the kids and all, so often our mood also changes.
यस मैम, यस मैम. एंड विटामिन डी से क्या हो सकता है मैम? अभी अगर डी में जाए तो डेडिकेशन हो सकता है, डिसिप्लिन हो सकता है. व्हाट एल्स? डिटर्मिनेशन कैन बी देयर, राइट? व्हाट एल्स?
Yes, ma'am.
Dedication, ma'am.
हाँ, डेडिकेशन, डिटर्मिनेशन. और क्या हो सकता है?
Devotion.
डिवोशन. थैंक यू सो मच.
या डिसिप्लिन हो सकता है.
डिसिप्लिन हो सकता है. So these are the different characteristics which is also very, very important for our mental health. So that's why I put this picture as like we should have fruits and vegetables, plenty of vegetables and fruits to make ourselves physically healthy. Similarly, we should have possess these human qualities also, human features also, to make ourselves mentally also healthy. So with this, thank you so much. This is my message to all of you as a teacher, because sorry again, sound will not come. We all face lots of problems. We all face nowadays the teachers' mental health become an issues because we are under tremendous pressure, and this transition from old policy to new NEP policy is also making our life more complicated because balancing in so many different types of syllabus. But my message to you all that life may be very hard, life may be very much problematic, but we have to be confident. There is no other option. So, C for confidence. Vitamin, another quality, C for confidence. If we are confident enough, what are the problems maybe in our life, personal or professional, we can really can win in that one. And if we believe that whatever the problems in life, I can deal efficiently, then that belief system can be transformed to the other person. Simply telling is not sufficient enough. What I actually believe, what I actually do, my actions basically speaks. So whatever I say to my students, be confident, be caring, be helpful, until unless I show this into my actions, they are not going to believe, they are not going to change. So my belief system has to be changed as a teacher, and that then only I can you can say that bring transformation into the life of my students. So with these, I just share my ideas, what I thought about, emotional and this personal emotional this development and role of teacher as counselor. This is my own idea, my own understanding. Just I share my thoughts and ideas with you all. Thank you so much for your patience hearing, and I'm grateful to Aparna ma'am for giving me this opportunity to be here today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, madam, for having such a great session and such an interactive session.
Yes, then we'll have vote of thanks and then we'll have a valedictory. Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. And I request you to be present for our valedictory as a guest. So after this vote of thanks, we will wait for valedictory function. Yes, vote of thanks, please.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, all the participants. Myself, Balasaheb Shindge. It is my privilege to propose a vote of thanks for this session on the occasion of this refresher course on the behalf of UGC MMTC Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathoda University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. First and foremost, I express my heartfelt gratitude to our respected resource person, Professor Anjana Bhattachyarya, madam, for sharing her valuable knowledge, expertise, and experiences with us. Her insightful lecture, valuable guidance, and interactive session have greatly enriched our knowledge, and enhanced our professional skills. My heartfelt thank to all the participants for for their active participation, enthusiasm, and valuable interaction throughout this session. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you. We'll wait for a few minutes and we'll start the valedictory.
Yes, Amol, you can start the university song.
Yes, sir.
I would request all the participants to open the camera. All participants kindly open a camera. I think that somebody has requested to have a screenshot. So what I will do, I will take a screenshot and I would share that screenshot into your WhatsApp group. So it is a request. Amol, abhi ruk jao thoda. Banner abhi start mat karo. Just as it is requested. All participants kindly open a camera. So we can have a screenshot. Amol ruk jao. Thoda banner ruk do abhi. All participants kindly open the camera, please. Yes, Amol, you can start the university song. Just we will start within a minute. So, on behalf of UGC Malviya Mission Teachers Training Center, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. I hope that all the participants have taken something in the bags through the lectures delivered by the faculty members, experts in this past 2 weeks, and they will carry forward that message to the friends, to the society, to the stakeholders of the higher education, and the objective of this refresher course, online refresher course in academic leadership would be fulfilled. So just within a minute, we'll start the banner. So I hope that your journey was really fruitful, and all of you have enjoyed this refresher course in the online mode. And I hope that your association with this Malviya Mission Teachers Training Center would be in the near future also. We are continuously running the programs like faculty induction program, short-term courses, NEP orientation and sensitization course. So all of you can be associated as a participant in that courses also. You can enroll yourself. You can carry forward what are the good things to the other members of your college, of your known people to entire screen. Song.
गीत आमुचे आकाशाचे, गीत आमुचे सागराचे, इतिहासाचे जनमनाचे, गीत आमुचे जागराचे, गीत आमुचे आकाशाचे, गीत आमुचे सागराचे, इतिहासाचे जनमनाचे, गीत आमुचे जागराचे. यशाचा पैठणीत भिनलेला
नक्षीतच पक्षी पक्षी विजयाचा मिळलेला
सोन पहाट उदयाचे गीत आमुचे उजेडाचे इतिहासाचे जनामनाचे गीत आमुचे जागराचे प्रज्ञेचा सूर्य नवा शब्द शब्द उजळून गेला समतेचा संगराचा अर्थ ढाळून गेला विराट विशाल संस्कृतीचे गीत आमुचे जीवनाचे इतिहासाचे जनामनाचे गीत आमुचे जागराचे गीत आमुचे आकाशाचे गीत आमुचे सागराचे इतिहासाचे जनामनाचे गीत आमुचे जागराचे
Thank you. So on behalf of UGC Malviya Mission Teachers Training Center, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar, I welcome today's chief guest, Dr. Anjana Bhattachyarya, Professor, Tripura, University Tripura. Also, I welcome course coordinator, Dr. Aparna Ashtraputre ma'am, heading Department of Psychology of our university, and the entire participants to this valedictory session of the 12 days working of refresher course. So, not taking much time, I would request Dr. Aparna Ashtraputre ma'am to summarize the entire 12 working days to all of us. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, thank you very much, Rafe sir. To sum up the 12 days, I just would like to start with thanking all the participants who were very much attentive. And with that, the course, 12 days course, I could conduct efficiently, effectively, with the help of Rafe sir and Amul. Without taking their names, I cannot go further because there were times that the resource persons were not available. They said yes, and unfortunately, they had some work, so they had to postpone. And at that time, what we say, Rafe sir came and he was like saved us from the time that could have been wasted. All the participant could have wasted their time. So I thank Rafe sir. And coming back to the 12 days work that we were planned, I think accordingly we have really worked. The planning was having to know how to get academically the leadership and institutional excellence for the Vikasit Bharat. As we all have heard from like from 12 days, we are listening that teachers are very important, academic institutions are important, and all those are going to contribute to the excellence of our country. As an individual also, we are going to contribute to it, and as an institute also. To help you all, we have planned certain sessions. I hope you all have learned from it. We have called people who were from the administrative background, people from educational background, people from computers background, to make how to make the efficiency of being a teacher more effective. So whatever skills we have, I hope you all might have learned new skills, new sets of tools that can be used in this whole entire process of becoming excellent. And leadership will also be there. We have certain sessions on leadership. I hope that you all have learned from this. We had people uh, who were from industrial background, who could tell you about how to make the things happen. Then we had the sustainability also. So all different aspects which can be added for you to become more excellent, more efficient was planned. And I hope that you have been benefited by this. In last 12 days you have learned, and you'd be using whatever skills and whatever knowledge you have gained in the coming years. So I wish you all the best, and I thank everyone for joining. And uh, all this sessions were very smoothly done. And sorry, I've forgotten the monitors who were there in the group, who could get the biodata and send. So I thank her also. She was so very prompt, so very kind, and asking yesterday. It just slipped from my mind to send the biodata. So she was there. So I thank her also, because making this complete the program run, the course properly to be run, is not one man army. It is like the team that works around him, around this particular program. So I thank the monitor also, who have worked very nicely, and all the participants who had introduced the guest, then had a vote of thanks for them. So I thank you all, and I hope you have gained knowledge, and to see you all in the coming years with an excellent your careers. And maybe some other day you would come in the HRDC, this Malviya Mission Teachers Training Center, for giving a session that how this particular workshop has really helped you or shaped you to become more excellent and efficient. So thank you very much. This was all from my side. Thank you. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words towards this Malga Mission Teachers Training Center. Indeed, your pain and efforts have made this course a success. The real backbone of this refresher course have been you. The way you have planned the 2 weeks program was really excellent, and I hope that all the participants have gained something through the expertise of the resource person. So I'm really thankful to you, first of all, on behalf of this entire group, and also especially on behalf of UGC Malviya Mission Teachers Training Center, that you have contributed a lot, ma'am. You have taken all the pains and efforts, and it was really a true success. This was an opening course of this academic year, and really it was really a success, and you have really justified the title of this refresher course. So, not taking much of time, I would now request our chief guest, ma'am, to deliver a valedictory address to all of us.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. पहले तो मैं बताना चाहती हूँ all the best to all of you. I remember my days when I was also engaging in doing refresher course and orientation course for the careers advancement. During that time, there was no scope for online programs. We used to do it, on campus basis programs, and we really enjoyed learn at the same time. We really enjoyed. There was lots of connection with different, you can say that different participants from different parts of the country who were assembled into those centers for their this refresher course or orientation course. Anyway, that was those days, and nowadays most of the MMTCs are organizing online basis refresher course to make it convenient for all the teachers, because we are basically having lack of manpower in our respective institutions to get leave and to be out of in the institution for a long time, 12 days, 15 days, or 21 days is a very, you can say that it's not easy. So this initiative making by the Ministry of Education to make this program online is really helping us, definitely. So congratulations to all of you for successfully completion of this 12 days refresher course. And as Aparna madam has said rightly, that there was different areas which they just try to cover, from leadership to ICT based education to different skill based things. So I definitely believe that by this 12 days rigorous day, where you can say 10 to 5 o'clock programs, the different academic session, definitely you have been enriched, and I believe that you are going to utilize this information for your further teaching learning process, to improve yourself, to improve your you can say that academic careers, and utilize these for your advancement, cash advancements also. As a teacher, as I was telling you that we know that there are lots of pressures on us, this completing this refresher course, orientation course, FDPs time to time for our professions. But as the demands of the current scenario, we have to do it. So whether we like it or does not love or don't like it, that does not matter. We have to complete as per the rules of the education system right now, UGC. So heartiest congratulations to all of you, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to come again into this online forum and to have an interaction with you. All the very best, my best wishes, love and regards to all of you. Love and regards to Apunna ma'am also. Good to see you, ma'am, after so many years in this online platform. And thank you, sir, for such a wonderful, wonderful deliberation. I have heard a very little right now, but from this very little deliberation also, I can understand you are a very good teacher. The way you address the audience is really amazing. So thank you so much, and all the best to every colleagues who are there, who are from various institutions, various colleges, universities. So we are all teachers, and hip hip hooray for teachers. I think we should cheers for us, what we are doing. With this, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. Indeed, especially on behalf of this entire group, my special thanks to ma'am for being here, sparing her valuable time, and concluding this session through his valedictory address. So, before going on to the formal valedictory, to conclude this valedictory session, I would request Amol to start the national anthem, and I would request all the persons to stand up for national anthem. सभी लोग राष्ट्रगीत के लिए खड़े रहें.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you. And important notice to all the participants that the certificates will take around 7 to 10 days. We have to make the results, we have to put the grading. So it will take around 7 to 10 days. Kindly take a note of it. Thanks a lot. I will request Amol to stop this cloud meeting now.
Sir, what about relieving letter?
Relieving already, it has been emailed to you.
Yes, sir.